Hey guys, you've all heard about Jimin from BTS, right? But do you know the side of Jimin that's never been exposed in the media? Today, I have an exclusive interview with a former BigHit trainee who's about to reveal all the secrets about what Jimin BTS is really like behind the scenes. And trust me, the story you're about to hear will make you respect Park Jimin even more. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because this channel will keep bringing you exclusive K-pop content that you won't find anywhere else. Okay guys, so yesterday I met someone I'm going to call Kim Tae-won. This isn't his real name because he asked for his privacy to be protected. Tae-won is a former BigHit trainee who spent 3 years at the company from 2020 to 2023. And guys, the story he shared with me is literally mind-blowing. Think about it guys. All this time we've only seen Jimin through stage performances, variety shows, and social media. But what's Jimin really like when the cameras aren't rolling? How does he treat his juniors? Well, today you're going to find out everything. So the story starts from Tae-won's first day as a trainee at BigHit. Guys, imagine being 18 years old, just entering the company that debuted BTS. You'd be super nervous, right? Well, Tae-won told me he literally didn't know what to do on his first day. I could only stand in the corner of the studio, hoping I wouldn't look stupid, Tae-won said while laughing. And guys, this is so relatable. Who hasn't felt like this in a new situation? But what makes this story special is his first encounter with Jimin. Guys, this wasn't like in Korean dramas. So Tae-won was alone in the studio at 11 p.m., trying to master the choreography taught that day. He'd repeated it dozens of times but kept making mistakes at the same part. He was so frustrated he almost cried. And suddenly, the studio door opened. Guess who walked in? Park Jimin. Guys, imagine the shock. Tae-won immediately bowed 90 degrees, apologizing for using the studio too long. But Jimin's reaction was completely unexpected. Okay guys, this is where it gets really interesting. Instead of getting angry or asking Tae-won to leave, Jimin actually asked, "What choreography are you learning? Why do you look frustrated?" And guys, this was the first glimpse of what Tae-won calls the Jimin method. Jimin didn't immediately show the correct way. Instead, he sat on the studio floor and talked. He shared stories about his struggles as a trainee. Hyung said he also used to make mistakes at the same part, that he was once scolded for not being able to master certain moves. Tae-won said, "Guys, this is so powerful." Jimin wasn't trying to be the perfect mentor. He showed his vulnerability, and that's what made the trainee feel connected to him. But the most genius part of Jimin's method was that he didn't immediately give the answer. He asked back, "Why do you think your right foot always steps wrong at this part?" Guys, he made the trainee think, analyze their own movement. This is next-level mentoring. Guys, what gave me goosebumps from Tae-won's story was Jimin's consistency. That night's meeting wasn't a one-time thing. Jimin literally said, "Tomorrow, if you have time, let's practice again. But don't push yourself too hard." And guys, he actually showed up. 2 days later, same time, same place. Turns out Jimin often practiced alone after official schedules ended, and he used that time to help his juniors. What's even more amazing is that Jimin has his own system to track which trainees are struggling. He would casually chat with staff, asking about the juniors' progress. Not for gossip, but out of genuine care. Guys, this shows how much he cares about the people around him. Okay guys, now we're getting into really deep territory. Tae-won told me about his darkest period as a trainee. 6 months after joining, he received harsh feedback from a trainer. He even thought about quitting because he felt he wasn't talented enough. Guys, this is the real struggle many trainees face. Industry pressure is no joke. And Tae-won decided not to attend practice for 2 days, thinking nobody would notice. But guess what? On the 3rd day, Jimin suddenly showed up at the trainee dorm. He'd heard from the trainer that Tae-won hadn't been coming to practice, and instead of scolding him, he invited Tae-won for a walk to Han River. Guys, picture this. Park Jimin, member of the worldwide famous BTS, taking time from his busy schedule to spend quality time with a struggling trainee. That's an insane level of dedication. By the Han River, while eating fried chicken, Jimin shared a story that literally changed Tae-won's perspective. He talked about his lowest moments as a trainee, about how he was almost dropped from the BTS lineup. Guys, This isn't a story we usually hear. Jimin talked about nights when he cried alone in the studio, about feeling unworthy to debut with the other BTS members. He shared his deepest insecurities. What makes the difference isn't never falling, but how we get back up after falling, Jimin said. Guys, this is life wisdom right here. And what makes it powerful is that he lived it. He's living proof of that statement. Guys, plot twist. It turns out Jimin wasn't just helping Taewon. Taewon discovered that Jimin was doing this for other trainees too. He has an informal system to monitor the mental and technical condition of all his juniors. And guys, his method is so consistent. He never gives instant solutions or shortcuts. He encourages trainees to find their own answers while providing strong guidance and a support system. For example, if a trainee was struggling with high notes, Jimin wouldn't immediately give vocal techniques. He'd ask the trainee to analyze first why that note was difficult, which part was problematic, then give hints little by little. This approach is brilliant because it develops problem-solving skills. Trainees don't just become followers, but independent thinkers. That's a skill that's valuable not just for the entertainment industry, but for life. Guys, what makes Jimin special as a mentor is that he knows when to connect people with the right resources. If he feels a trainee needs help in an area that's not his expertise, he introduces the trainee to the right person. Need help with songwriting? He'll connect you with other BTS members or staff who are experts. This shows emotional intelligence and understanding of the importance of community in the growth process. One thing Jimin always emphasizes is the importance of humility and continuous learning. There's no such thing as being smart enough or good enough. There's always something to learn from everyone, even from trainees who just joined yesterday. Guys, this mindset is what separates good artists from great artists. And Jimin is a living example of this mindset. Despite all of BTS's achievements, he's still learning, still growing. When I asked Taewon about the impact of Jimin's mentoring, he became emotional. Even though he eventually decided not to continue as a trainee, everything he learned from Jimin helped him in his current career. Confidence, problem-solving, resilience, how to interact with people. I learned all of that from watching how Jimin handles different situations, Taewon said. Guys, now Taewon works as a freelance choreographer and sometimes helps small agencies train their trainees. And he applies the methods he learned from observing Jimin. The most touching part of this whole conversation was when Taewon emphasized one thing. People often think that successful seniors like Jimin must be arrogant or don't have time for juniors. But the reality is completely opposite. Guys, this is a powerful reminder that success doesn't always change people in negative ways. Jimin is proof that you can be incredibly successful while still remaining humble, caring, and genuine. Okay guys, after hearing this story, honestly I have even more respect for Park Jimin. We always knew he was talented, dedicated, and hardworking. But it turns out he's also an incredible mentor who's secretly shaping the next generation. What makes it special is that he does all this without expecting recognition. No announcements, no official programs. Just genuine care for the people around him. Think about it, guys. Jimin's influence isn't just from music or performances. He's literally changing lives behind the scenes, creating a ripple effect that impacts generations of artists. And the most important lesson from this story: success isn't just about personal achievement. It's about how you lift others up, how you use your position to help others grow. Jimin BTS is living proof that you can be incredibly successful while still being incredibly human. And that's why he deserves all the love and respect he gets from fans worldwide. So guys, after hearing this story, what are your thoughts about Jimin BTS? Drop your comments below. And if you enjoyed content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, if you have stories or insights about the K-pop industry that are interesting, reach out to me. This channel is committed to bringing authentic, behind-the-scenes content that you won't find anywhere else. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next video where we'll dive deeper into more exclusive stories from the K-pop industry. Remember, guys, behind every successful artist is a story of struggle, growth, and people who help them along the way. Jimin BTS isn't just an incredible performer, he's an incredible human being. And that's what makes him truly special. Until next time, keep supporting your favorite artists. And remember, kindness always matters, whether you're famous or not.